But it's not going to be quiet in a moment. It wasn't quiet a moment ago when Central Catholic Girls became the champions once again, District 11. Hi, everybody. I'm Bob Garris, and I'm with Gary Laubach. We're letting Gary get a rest. Gary, you're going to do this by memory because you lost your sheets, but I'm sure you know the names of these teams. It's going to be Whitehall, Easton, all over again. And I'll tell you, after that last ball game, I don't know how you do it.
Well, I'll tell you, they played twice this year, so we know it's going to be interesting. The first time it was overtime. Whitehall won it at Easton. We had that ball game. The second time, Easton simply blew them away for the East Bend Conference Championship. Last year, people recall, Whitehall destroyed the Red Rovers in this ball game. So there's a little revenge factor for both teams. I don't know what that means. It should be even.
Well, you have the lineup. We'll take a look at the Easton High Red Rovers, and the only change in the last ball game due to injury to Terry Billman, they have Bobby Apgar in there as a starter. You know the other four guys.
And they really do miss Billman. Apgar doesn't do all the things that Billman does, although Apgar doesn't cause you any problems. He plays solid defense. He doesn't hurt you at all on offense. He'll distribute the basketball. Billman can score. Billman can play. I expect to see him in there probably early. So far, the keys for Easton of late have been Fitzpatrick. He has just been absolutely awesome. He dedicates every dunk to somebody that he knows, and he's had a lot of dedications of late. L.J. Bennett has played great basketball. I think Bartlett has been a real key on the outside, and certainly this is a team that appears as if they're on the verge of greatness. And Jeff Shenick just does the same job every single night. He comes out. He's 6'8", 6'9". He stands out there and hits the jump shot, drives you crazy. And then of late, he's gotten himself in the paint a little bit and made a lot of noise. They have to cause any opponent a lot of trouble.
Okay, and you missed the coach, Stan Sutphin. I talk about that only because already we have a golf date down the line as soon as the weather gets warmer.
Better not be in March.
Not in March. We want to have more basketball. We'll take time out, and we'll come back and look at the Whitehall Zephyrs.
Are credit card bills putting a squeeze on your budget?
I solved my plastic problem. Paid off all my credit card bills, put cash into my pocket with a home equity loan from the money store. And my interest is tax deductible.
Call the Money Store. 1-800-LOAN-YES. Turn your home improvement plans into reality. It's easy with an FHA Title I loan from the Money Store. Government insured and no equity is required. Call the Money Store. 1-800-LOAN-YES.
Now is the ideal time for planting those trees and shrubs you've been wanting. At the Palmer Nursery, Sam Rosalino and his family will be happy to give you their personal attention for all your landscaping needs. Palmer Nursery specializes in distinctive landscaping and hydro-seeded lawns for both commercial and residential properties. Call the Palmer Nursery and let Sam give you a free estimate, or stop by at the corner of Nazareth and Newburgh Roads in Palmer.
Stop by, I'll take a good care of you.
And welcome back to Stabler Arena. Gary, we've had excitement here all afternoon. We'll go back over it again. Salisbury a winner. They continue on a great game over Saucon Valley. We crowned a champion, not local, but the girls from Nativity and Pottsville, they became the champs. They beat Notre Dame, a 2-point ball game. Earlier tonight, the Allen Canaries have advanced. They'll play next week at least one more time. Central girls, wow, what a night for them here before a packed house. And now we're ready to set another championship ball game.
And Whitehall's ready to take it. They had the great regular season. They don't have anything to show for it yet. They lost the East Bend Conference Championship, and they lost it in an embarrassing fashion. I have really never seen a Whitehall team embarrassed the way they were that night. This is not a team I think you can embarrass twice.
Well, we'll take a look at their starters again. Very familiar names. You might as well run them down.
Buskirk, Lisicky, Mulchaney, Fetchko, and Medina. The key the last time they played was that Lisicky had the bad hand, Bob. Nobody knew whether he could play. Nobody knew whether he could shoot. He didn't shoot well in that one. He could shoot well now. He had 19 points the other night.
Okay, and how about the Tony Medina factor tonight?
Well, the teams have tried to take him out of the ball game. When they do that, Tony can go outside, shoot the three. Tony will be the most aggressive player on the floor tonight. Watch for Fitzpatrick and Medina to get in it early, a little boxing, a little shoving. After that, it'll settle down. It could get mean in the paint.
And you mentioned Lisicky, but let's not forget Buskirk. That little guy, he runs the show.
You need a basket, you go to Buskirk. You need a three, you go to Buskirk. You need a foul shot, you go to Buskirk.
So what else can we say? We'll have the ball game for you. Stay tuned. It's the 4A District 11 Championship. It's Whitehall and Easton coming right at you.
Are you tired of all the games played by car dealers? We are. If you want to buy a new car or truck without all the hassling and negotiating, stop by the Vinart dealerships on the Lehigh Street Auto Mile. There are no games, there's no hassling, no haggling. Each week, Vinart will shop the market to ensure the best possible no games price. Check the green tag on the rear view mirror for your no games price and let the games end. See Lehigh Valley Ford, Honda, Hyundai, and Suzuki on the Lehigh Street Auto Mile.
Catch the best doggy in town at Willie Joe's family-style restaurant. Come in and enjoy the friendly atmosphere and good food. Choose from a full menu of steak sandwiches, hamburgers, other specialty sandwiches, and of course that famous Willie Joe's hot dog. A wide assortment of drinks, hot and cold, is also available and sure to please everyone. So catch the best doggy in town at Willie Joe's, 2407 Lehigh Street, Allentown. Just a short distance from Route 309. Open daily 10:30 to 11 and Sundays 11 to 10.
And welcome back to Stabler Arena. We are about ready to get the starting lineups introduced here to this huge crowd. And Gary Laubach, I would think, although some of the people, I guess, from West Hazelton have left, that they're going to have at least 4,000 or more in here. They're jammed.
Anybody goes home is crazy. You're going to see great basketball here. Whitehall has won the district title the last 2 years in a row. Last year, as we said, they wiped out the Easton Red Rovers. As that ball game, the final was 65-34. First out will be Easton, and they're wearing that ominous black color. Number 10, T.A. Bartlett, a 5'10 sophomore, 5.3 points per ball game. 32 is Bobby Apgar, a 6-foot senior, not carrying any kind of average, but he certainly did the job the other night. 21 is L.J. Bennett, 6'3 junior, got 14 points per ball game. 44 is Jeff Shenick, a 6'9 senior, 12 points a game. And Terrence Fitzpatrick, number 33, a 6'5 junior, 15.1 points a ball game, and I'd say about 4 dunks a ball game. Stan Suffin, the head coach, 22 years in the profession for Whitehall. They'll stay right there. Mike Buskirk, a 5'9 senior, 12 points a game, number 10. Pete Lisicki, number 20, a 6'2 freshman, 12 points a game. 24, Greg Mulchaney, a 6-foot senior, 4 points a game. 44, Mike Fetzko, a 6'1 senior, 6 points a game. 54, Tony Medina, 6'4 senior, 16 points a ball game. Whitehall 22-5 on the year. Ron Hassler in his 8th year as a head coach. And as we said, Whitehall, the defending district champion. Our referees, Ron Singer, Frank D'Angelo, and Gary Spangler. Whitehall won it in 89. Whitehall won it in 90. Whitehall won it in 85. They won it in 83, 82, 81. Those are all Dick Tracy wins.
Okay, Gino's Pizza is with us tonight. They're now open in Cementon with takeout and free delivery service in Hockey, Copley, Egypt-style, Cementon, and Northampton. Call Gino's Pizza for great pizza and Stromboli at 262-5225. Nice to have them with us for this big ball game, Gary.
Boy, we do 5 games, all of a sudden we're rushing.
Tap into the back court, and we're underway here for the District 11 4A Championship ball game. If it's like the last one you saw on Cable 4 Sports, you can't go to bed.
The winner will play the District 3 number 4 team, either Reading, Harrisburg, Steelton, or James Buchanan.
And you are watching the very famous Whitehall Zephyr matchup zone in action. And patient Easton on offense, looking for a crack somewhere, guys.
Bob, guess where the loser goes, your favorite spot in the state.
Oh, Williamsport.
You got it.
How do I remember that? Fitzpatrick, yes.
If he plays a great game tonight, Easton will win this game. Because Whitehall, I don't think, can stop him if he's on fire.
And Gary, it was nice to have Kathy Benikoff treated to overtime championship basketball.
It's nice to have her able to analyze a game that was close.
Open his Buskirk.
Over the weekend.
Goodbye for a 3.
Well, Bob, they obviously don't have any opening game jitters. First 2 shots are drilled.
Well, trying to trap Bartlett, center court, doesn't work. To Apgar and out to big Jeff Jenick. Yes, he can shoot from the outside. Here's a 12-footer, doesn't get it. Rebound to Bennett. LJ up and in it, 4-3.
Easton has a lot of weapons they can throw at you. You've seen 3 of them, Jenick, Bennett, and Fitzpatrick.
Well, the guy in the afternoon ball game, Gary, mentioned about getting rid of the tanks. Here we have some of them in this game. They're going to use all of them.
He said no tanks to me, and I thought he was just being polite.
On the dribble, 24, Greg Mulchaney. Fetchko underneath Medina. Outside shot. Oh! Pete Lysicki hits it and is fouled by Fitzpatrick.
It looks like Whitehall's game plan is to shoot the ball somewhere in Saucon Valley. Foul is on Fitzpatrick. Look how far away Lysicki is, and he's fouled, and he makes it. Down at the bottom of the hole.
And he got him with all of the Fitzpatrick body. And I said in the pregame that we were at one time in the quiet valley of Saucon, but it got loud. 3-point, 4-point play for Pete Lysicki. On the board, 7-4 Whitehall.
That's a 4-point play. We don't have that very often.
Yeah. Long down court pass to Fitzpatrick. To Jenick and out again to Bartlett. Whitehall student body defensive chant. Easton quiet at the moment. Apgar drives, can't get through. Back outside all the way across to Bartlett. Fitzpatrick and Medina going at it down low, Gary. That's what you thought would happen.
I think the one guy they would let shoot would be Apgar, just to see whether he can shoot.
Bartlett gets away with a walk maybe, and Apgar doesn't get the shot. Good position, slapped away, picked up by the tallest guy on the smallest guy in the court, Mike Busker.
Already a better start for Whitehall than they had before.
Medina, and he is fouled. Number 2 on Fitzpatrick. And Stan Sutphin already a bit edgy down on the bench next to Bob Miller.
Bob Stan does not have a deep bench, especially if Billman is not going to see a lot of action. And one guy he doesn't want to see sitting next to him is Terrence Fitzpatrick.
And again, it was the body, Gary. As Medina misses the foul in the last 2 ball games, Medina has had some mild problems from the 15-foot line. Gets a roll on the second, and it's 8-4. Gary, I talked to Bob Miller before the game, and he said Billman will probably play.
Yeah, he is capable of playing.
Yep. Jenick gets in the forecourt, quickly to Bartlett, and it's wide open. That's only a 2. Missed it. Jenick rebounds up and not in. It comes back out to rebound to Greg Mulchaney.
Fitzpatrick's down. He'll hustle back. Technical foul. Boy, both coaches are off the bench. I hope we have another look at the play that put Fitzpatrick down. They're already jawing out there. I'll tell you, this is not going to be a friendly game. Let's watch.
We will see it.
Watch. There's Fitzpatrick.
Fetchko got him with an arm bar. All right, we'll take time out. We're coming right back, though. Don't go away.
Can add beauty and value to your home. At Bill Marks Roofing and Siding, our more than 10 years of experience guarantees personalized service to meet your special needs. Bill Marks can also seal and insulate over brick or block walls using a new system of styrofoam and weatherproof stucco finish. Beat the spring rush and let Bill Marks install your replacement windows or doors at a price especially suited for every budget. And yes, Bill Marks provides emergency repairs. Call your neighbor today, Bill Marks Roofing and Siding.
The Howard Johnson Lodge, located in Dorneyville at the intersections of Cedar Crest and Hamilton Boulevards, offers only quality accommodations at affordable prices. Corporate and commercial accounts are welcome. A conference room seating 25 people is available. Relax and sink back into one of the 43 varieties of rooms, like the honeymoon suite or the jacuzzi room. The Howard Johnson Lodge will save you money and time with its centralized location. For reservations, call 439-4000. The Howard Johnson Lodge is AAA approved.
Hi, this is Jolly Joe Timmer, reminding you to watch the Jolly Joe Timmer Show right here on Cable 4, Twin County in the Lehigh Valley, Thursday nights at 8 o'clock. That's the Jolly Joe Timmer Show for the best in polka music.
Even you when you're cool will look
You're viewing Twin County Cable 4, your choice for community programming in the Lehigh Valley.
Hey, we are back at an exciting Stable Arena. We want to tell you to come out to the Westgate Mall and shop at your favorite community stores. Bring the kids out to see the Easter Bunny. He'll be arriving on Saturday, March 9th and 11th at 11 a.m. and that was today. He'll be available for pictures daily from 11 to 2 and 5 to 8. If a new car or truck is in your future, you won't want to miss the New Car and Truck Show. It takes place from March 8th to March 10th at the Westgate Mall, sponsored by Bethlehem Suburban Ford. And also, of course, there's a baseball card show coming up. All that takes place at the Westgate Mall Shopping Center on Shanersville Road. At the line is Michael Buskirk with a technical.
Bob, this game gets real rough. I'm going to have to turn it over to Dr. Benikoff because I can't handle injuries. She did a super job with all the injuries we had to talk about in the last ball game. What people didn't see there was that Tony Medina sort of stepped on Fitzpatrick when he went by after he was on the floor.
Well, you're very polite, sort of. Yes, he did, sort of.
We said at the top of the show that those two guys are not the friendliest of people.
You talk about rocket explosions, and, well, it happened as both Bob Miller and Stan Sutton came up straight. Medina with a rebound gets out of trouble, and therefore the technical foul was called.
Yeah, Bob and Stan came off that bench.
Pete Lisicki from the baseline. It's 12-4, Whitehall. Somewhere along the line, they say that in some of these games, the teams play with so much intensity, they don't want to take any prisoners, Gary. At the moment, that's the way Whitehall's out of the box. Fitzpatrick banks this one in. That'll get him started. 12-6. And the pause that refreshes has arrived for Gary, and he needs it.
Oh, thanks to Faith. She went and stood in line for me.
3:43 and counting, first quarter of this championship basketball game. Into Medina, looking for Fetchko. He'll take it down the lane, banks it in.
I don't know there's anybody better at doing what Tony does, and that's pull up and then take the little head fake and go. He's about as strong a basketball player as you could ask for in this league.
14-6. Into Shenik. Down to the baseline. Fitzpatrick again, and now he flattens Medina that time. No harm, no foul.
They're letting them play. I just thought I'd add that in case you didn't notice.
Well, you have a good crew that will let them do that too, Gary.
Well,
especially Gary Spangler. He knows that rough stuff. Wasn't he at Muhlenberg one time when you were at Moravian?
They're not that rough at Muhlenberg, Bob.
Baseline Medina right around Shenik. What a move. Tony Medina.
We said it in game number 1. I don't think anybody ever knew he was as quick as he is.
But he knew it. He knows it.
The rest of the league knows it now.
Now they do. Way outside, Bartlett missed the 3 attempt. Comes down to Apgar, shovels it off to Bennett. And Bennett is fouled. A foul on Pete Lisicki. First team foul on the Zephyrs.
It'll be a 2-shot foul for Bennett.
Good look at Pete Lisicki. Thinking about that foul, I guess he said to himself, I didn't do that.
Bob, I would think if Billman is real healthy, he'd be in there already. I think Billman may be strictly a specialist tonight if they need to hang on to the basketball.
Yeah, I guess you're right. 16-9. And Bennett makes it 16-10. Buskirk brings the ball across court. Zephyr spread it out, a 2-3 offense. They go right across the foul line with it, left and right. Medina right at the corner, and Buskirk will hang on as the Rovers stay in their zone. Now they're coming out, extending it. That's what they did in that other ball game, guy. Seemed to work. Buskirk drives and throws it over and through. Mike Fetchko, first big turnover of the night against the Zephyrs.
That pass was so quick that till Fetchko got his hands up, the ball was out of bounds.
It looked like your fastball of old, Gary.
No, the ball went past him. My fastball used to go past me.
Yeah, that's right.
Shennick.
Shennick missed it. Fitzpatrick a save in the corner way outside, and it goes to Bartlett. Runs it down. Looks for a screen. Can't go anywhere. Gives it to Shennick.
Even the crowd looks mean, Bob. I'm looking across the way at some of the people, and they look like they're in a bad mood.
Bartlett gets the roll. Hit the rim. Gets the 3 out of it. Hit the glass. Went through the net at 16-13. The Rovers are back. First 3 of the night for Easton High School. The Zephyrs have 2 3-pointers in the book. A minute to go. We're under the minute now. And usually Whitehall spreads it out 4 corners and will use the clock. That's what they're doing. Penetration, now back outside. Fetchko will look, give it to Buskirk. And Bennett called for the block. No shot. Second team foul. Third team foul.
Fitzpatrick has 2. That's right. The third.
So we're down to 47 seconds.
What makes this Whitehall team so effective is they can play almost any kind of game. They can come down, run their offense, take it right at you. They can come down and take the offense outside, take the air out of the basketball. And, Bob, they seem to me to be just as effective no matter what they decide to do.
And Buskirk goes against Bennett. Gets it back for Medina. Comes to the foul line. Back out to Greg Mulchaney. Greg a couple of dribbles. 30 seconds to go. Foul line, has a shot. Doesn't take it.
Did he ever have a shot?
Wow.
That's discipline.
Well, when Ron Hassler says we're going for the final shot, that's what he means. And, of course, again, I have to mention that the Zephyrs are the masters of the buzzer beater. If you're going to get one, you'll get it from these guys.
Now they'll go.
Buskirk, back. Mulchaney shoots and missed the shot. The tap is missed. So no buzzer beater this time, but after 8 minutes, it's 16-13 Whitehall. We'll take time out. We'll come right back.
I remember my mom going to Walter's Pharmacy. Now I go. Walter's fills my prescription needs quickly, and I pay my Bell of PA and UGI bills. When I can't get away, Walter's comes to me with free delivery. Walter's Pharmacy, making life easier through genuine care since 1937. Walter's Pharmacy, 401 North 17th Street in the Allentown Medical Center.
All-Star Sporting Goods offers the area's finest selection of athletic supplies and equipment. We're known for being the #1 team equipment specialists and in providing you with only the best in custom uniforms, sporting goods supplies, athletic footwear, and custom high school jackets for any area high school. We feature the most complete line of baseball equipment and athletic medical supplies, plus expert screen printing provided on the premises. Don't settle for second best. Get your Booster Club businesses and Little Leagues into All-Star Sporting Goods at 1222 Main Street, Northampton.
Tired of dining at the same place and staring at the same menu? Then travel on down the tracks to the Main Street Depot, Main and Lehigh Streets in Bethlehem. At the depot, you'll dine in an authentic Victorian railroad station on all your favorite meat and seafood specialties. Also, on selected evenings, there's entertainment in the piano lounge. The finest in wines and mixed drinks complement the meals at the depot. So for good food, fun, and entertainment, there's no place like the Main Street Depot. Call 868-7123 for reservations. MasterCard and Visa are gladly accepted.
Okay, we're back at Stabler. We'll go down courtside to Dan Rakovich.
Another District 11 title for Mike Cobb Central Catholic Vikets. Mike, if there was a turning point in tonight's game, what was it?
Well, I think when we went into overtime, I think we lost a little confidence there, a little disappointed ourselves to let the game get into overtime. We had a couple opportunities to put it away. But that key basket right away off the tap, Michelle went in for the layup, and it put all the pressure on them, and we kept always being up one basket. So I think that was a very important part of the game.
We have to say a little bit about Jenny Turgeon. Playing with pain probably should get the red badge of courage for her play tonight.
No doubt about it. I told her that she was outstanding tonight. We tried to limit her time. We kept her in there a little bit longer than we wanted to, but she took 4 shots. She made 3. And tonight, every basket was a key basket. Outstanding. Outstanding effort from everybody, though, then tonight.
Congratulations, Mike, from the entire Twin County Cable 4 Sports. Now back up to Bob and Gary.
Okay, thanks, Danny. And we are underway in the second quarter. It's 16-13 Whitehall.
Whitehall shot 71% in that quarter.
Well, that'll up it. Plus Kirk scores.
Easton 45%.
18-13. Quick pass into forecourt to Fitzpatrick. Shovels it over to Bartlett. And now, guess who's there, Gary? Number 11.
Billman is there.
Billman is playing.
Stan said the problem he had, the biggest problem was catching the basketball, because that kind of puts the most pressure on his hairline fracture.
Well, here's the shot. Doesn't get it. Hits back of the rim. Fetchko with a rebound. Sandwich bounces to Medina.
That shot looked pretty strong, however.
Gary, we're going to have a spot coming up in the next break about Allentown Sports Medicine Clinic. And I'll tell you, if they ever needed work today, they got it.
They should have been here tonight. This whole day has been a day of talking about bruises.
Oh, beauty. Oh, and Fetchko is fouled. But what a pass by Medina.
Bob, we started the day talking about Antoine Hubbard and his broken hand, a hairline fracture. The people that take care of those things, Allentown Sports Medicine Clinic. And I know we're going to show you where they are. 1732 Street, Allentown. 215 is the area code, 4391788. And our director has to calm down a little bit.
Well, and Fetchko misses it, and they have the team approach to the athletic injury, and today it would have been the team's approach. Fetchko missed the shot. Fetchko missed the second shot.
That's unusual.
Very unusual. They have 3 misses on the night. All right, score remains 18-13, 6:42 and counting. Whitehall leading by 5. Bartlett gets a screen, gets off of it to Bennett. Bennett tried to get the baseline, and that was cut off by Lasicki. So now outside they go again. The second shot by Billman won't make it. Medina. Long rebound.
Bob, would you go in against him?
No way. No way. Not even with shoulder pads and a helmet.
Looks like he has rocks on those elbows.
Well, there he comes. Head fake. Up, and a foul on Fitzpatrick, number 3.
That may be the biggest play of this basketball game. 6:07 on the clock, and Terrence Fitzpatrick has to come out. Let's take a look.
Gary, you're going to watch that little head fake that Medina gives, and that caused the problem.
Apgar back in because of this play.
Right there, just that little dip. We're back at the line. Tony Medina sinks the foul shot. Will get the second. So Bobby Apgar now in with Billman as Fitzpatrick is forced to sit. Medina gets the second. The Zephyrs lead by 7, 20-13. Here's the pressure. A steal. Russ Kirk shoots, missed the shot, and Billman with a save.
Now the pressure falls on Shenik. He has to go and get that basketball on missed shots.
And he has to go inside against Medina. The shot is missed, and the rebound to Greg Mulchaney. So now Shenik moves inside. He's going to take the punishment from Medina.
Jeff has to be a little careful, though. Sometimes he gets a little over-emotional and commits fouls.
A three from Lisicki. Doesn't make it. Tapped way outside. Retrieved by Buskirk.
Medina made that play.
Yes, he did. 5:25. The clock is running. Fetchko open baseline. Comes back out. Here's Medina again. 12-footer hook shot, and Jeff Shenik on the rebound, a foul.
It's on Lisicki. Second.
Number 2 on Pete. Only the second team foul on the Zephyrs. Easton already in the 1-on-1 situation with 5.
I'll tell you, Medina will push the officials to the limit. He'll do whatever he has to do to get a shot. And that time it looked like he may have made some room for himself with his left hand.
Inside is Shenik, goes for the stuff and misses the shot. And a foul is called.
Technical foul on Shenik. You are not allowed to hang on the rim.
This is not the NBA.
You are allowed to grab the rim to prevent yourself from being hurt. You are not allowed to hang on the rim if you're not preventing yourself from being hurt. That is strictly a judgment call by the official.
Buskirk at the line. The first is made.
Let's take a look at it. Is this hanging on the rim?
Well, according to Gary Spengler, it was. So that decision's made. Buskirk with 1 technical shot, with 2 technical shots. And Whitehall gets the ball back at 5:05 to go in the half with a 22-13 lead. What a turnaround. And once again, the Zephyrs going to just slow things down a bit. Maybe it's just to get some saliva going, Gary. It's pretty dry.
Well, it's a big play that, well, they didn't take advantage.
Bennett.
They did not take advantage. They had the rebound anyway, so they only got 2 out of it.
Yep. And it's Billman and Apgar and Bartlett, the small line for Stan Sutphin. Jeff Shenik, one of the big guys. The other not so big is Bennett. Shenik misses it. Shenik tries a tap and a pushing foul.
Medina.
And Ron Singer with the numbers. It is on number 54, the first one on Tony Medina, and the 3rd team foul.
Watch the effort by Shenik. He misses the shot. He's not satisfied with going back down the other end. He'll go and get the basketball. He'll go and get the foul right there.
And Medina goes over the top. No shot. 3rd team foul on the Zephyrs with 4:28 left in the half. And we often talk about the few fouls committed by the Whitehall team.
Easton needs a bucket, though, Bob.
Yes,
you get down against Whitehall by a margin of 12 or 13. It's like being behind by 20 to anybody else.
Bartlett tried to get Shenik on the roll, and the ball slapped away. Buskirk has it stolen by Billman through the legs on the floor. A foul on Fetchko. Team foul number 4.
Well, Mike Fetchko, you can almost read his mind. He says if Billman doesn't commit the foul, why is it my foul? And Mike looked up and said, come on. So let's take a look at it. You be the official. Does Billman foul? Check it out. Well, you couldn't see it there.
Scramble. There you go. Well, really couldn't see it there either. Bartlett rolls around. Chased by Mulchaney, gets it over to Billman. Lob again inside, this time to Bennett. The drive, the shot won't go. Billman hits the deck, Bennett recovers. Shenik will try it, doesn't get it, the tap won't go, and it is Medina with the ball through the legs, on the floor. Buskirk out of the pile, and steps on the baseline.
I'm just watching Medina. Medina just clears people out of there.
All that activity and no scoring.
Mike Trombetta, our cameraman, better not to get too close. He'll pick him up, throw him against the wall.
I'll tell you. And the score remains 22-13, and that shot missed by Bartlett. The ball tapped out to Billman.
They've had 4 shots. They usually will score on a 5th.
Yeah. Well, let's see. A lot of people like a 5th.
Well, yeah.
Shot, that is. Apgar loses it, gets it back. shovels it out to Shenik. Jeff nowhere in sight with that one. Again, Medina cradles the basketball and gets it out of there.
Boy, Easton had multi-opportunities. Got nothing out of it.
You talk about a lid on a basket.
They got a couple of shots from Medina.
Wow.
That's about it. A bruise here, a bruise there.
2:42, the clock is running. Well, again, the time to take a breather for the Whitehall Zephyrs. And Easton in no hurry to come out after the ball. Now Bennett goes after Buskirk on a little bit of a chase. Mulchaney almost has it stripped. Goes to Fetchko. Isn't this fun, Gary?
Well, you're obviously the tempo's been set. You can rake the face, you can push to the elbow, hit him in the chest.
Medina.
Oh my! Oh my goodness!
Here comes Bennett. Where is the whistle? Some of the fans have yelled behind me. Bennett for a three. No. Rebound Shenik. Yes. It's about time, says Mr. Shenik. His first 2 points of the game.
Bob, it's obvious this game plan has been established by General Schwarzkopf.
Yes.
This is Operation Desert Stabler.
I have not looked outside. Do we have any oil wells burning?
I don't know.
My goodness. Intensity. It's all over the place in here.
The philosophy is any harm, no foul.
And we talked about having some exciting games, and this ball is hit by Lisicky, and it will go back to the front court and taken out along the side, across the way.
You should see Stan Suffin. Ron Hassler is upset. I've never seen Stan Suffin so intense in my life. He's going to have to pop some pills just to settle himself down.
Wow. 113. And the Red Rovers down by only 7. That's not many. Now they tried to force it into Apgar, and it's kicked out of bounds by Buskirk. There's Stanley.
Look at that. I wasn't kidding, folks.
Intense.
Don't think I lied to you.
Boy, he doesn't want to get that way in the golf course with me, does he?
Wait till he sees the way you cheat.
I'm going to be interested, Gary, in your percentage of shots when we get there at halftime.
I can tell you right now, Easton in the second quarter
is 0 for, or 1 for.
They are 1 for 12.
Oh, my. That's no good. That's turned over by Buskirk. Another unusual happening.
Easton has 1 field goal in the second quarter by Shenik. That's it.
All right, we have 43 seconds. Again, another look at Stanley, and it takes Shenik out to give him a rest.
Brian Ordway is in. Fitzpatrick's been out since the 6-minute mark.
And of course,
I'll tell you, though, Easton's going to feel good about one thing. They have not shot at all in this period, and they're only down 7 points.
That's right. So Bartlett holding the ball.
The offense has to penetrate. They're behind.
And they'll just catch now at the slash mark. Billman with it in a basket here, I'll tell you, with the clock running out, will get the Easton fans a bit more excited.
Bennett's going to take it.
Here's the shot, won't hit it. A rebound, no shot. Does not count for Ordway, and a very fast-paced first half is over. It is 22-15. We'll take a breather and be back and look at the scoring totals.
Make Whitehall Auto Parts the most important stop for your car. We're a major supplier of foreign and domestic auto and light truck parts and have one of the largest inventories in the Lehigh Valley. We also provide machine shop services and are equipped for complete engine rebuilding. Whitehall Auto Parts stands behind their products. Make your next stop at Whitehall Auto Parts, 2741 MacArthur Road in Whitehall. We're open weekdays 8 to 8, Saturday 8 to 4, and Sunday 9 to 4. Or phone 437-4604.
W.J. Pozovic & Son, a Lehigh Valley builder and remodeler located at 1515 Irene Street, Bethlehem, offers free estimates on all your home improvements. Our skilled craftsmen combine their talents to give the best quality workmanship and service to our customers. Owner Bill Pozovic takes pride in every job, whether large or small, and wants you to be confident with all your remodeling plans. Guarantee satisfaction. Put your house in our hands. Call W.J. Pozovic & Son at 866-6302.
And welcome back to Stabler Arena in our District 11 Championship basketball coverage. And I know you enjoyed it, and it's being brought your way by a lot of sponsors. And one of them happens to be Schoolhouse Terrace. They have luxury apartments at 437 East Belvedere Street in Nazareth. And they're now offering 1- and 2-bedroom units for rent. Each unit has such amenities as a self-cleaning oven, microwave, dishwasher, garbage disposal, full-size refrigerator, washer and dryer, and jacuzzi tub. So come out to Schoolhouse Terrace Apartments and live in luxury. For more information, call 759-1595. And talking about luxury, Gary, we're going to take a look at the scoring totals. Stan Sutphin doesn't have much of a luxury with Fitzpatrick on the bench. He got 6 points out of him. And when we look at the line score, there's no luxury there at all.
The bad news was when he sat down, the Easton offense went south. They got 1 field goal in that entire quarter. The good news was Whitehall's offense went south with them. They only got 6 points in the quarter themselves, a 6-2 quarter. So Easton certainly in some trouble, being down by 7, but not in as much trouble as they could be in. Buskirk really has done a super job for Whitehall. Medina, just his presence alone scares the heck out of me. I don't think I'd go in the paint with that guy. Fitzpatrick, if he was watching him on the bench and seeing what Medina does in the paint, he may not want to go back into the game.
You got that right. Let's look at the line score, and I talked about lack of luxury, and you look at the field goal percentage. Of course, the foul total is 2 for 2 for Stanley. Then you look at what the Zephyrs have done, but that's the way these games are always played.
But the thing Ron Hassler's going to look at are those turnovers. They had an opportunity, Bob, to maybe put this game away, because when Whitehall gets up by 12 or 13, you are in serious trouble. They haven't done it. They turned the ball over in critical situations. The reason why they're up by what they're up is because they've gone to the foul line and Easton has it. That's typical Whitehall basketball.
But 25%, Gary, I mean, is that all because of Medina inside?
I think it's all because of the good matchup D, and they just are not finding an answer to it.
Okay, we'll take time out, and we'll be back with all of the second half action.
Doing here? Getting my right here in the Lehigh Valley. Boy, don't you know nothing.
Well, I know this. If you don't stop eating, they'll have to put a set of their shock absorbers underneath the front seat of your machine.
Car Care Plus, only at ABE Car Care Center.
You'll finish like a winner when you bring your car into one of the 3 fabulous Andretti Hanna Auto Wash locations. Experience the Hanna Magic Wash process. It's made for safety on all car surfaces, new and old. The Andretti Hanna Auto Wash will take care of your car's every need. And remember that our customers are provided with the best full-service car wash available. Check out our daily specials and save. Visit one of the 3 locations at 3310 Airport Road, Allentown, 2209 Lehigh Street, Allentown, or on Route 191 just south of Route 22.
Hi, I'm George Attia, president of the WOW Outlet Store. Here at the WOW Outlet, we carry top quality brand name sportswear at 30 to 70% below retail every day. This season, you'll find big league names such as Russell Athletic, Chalkline, Adidas, Reebok, and much, much more. At WOW, we have something for everyone, with infant sizes to adult 6 extra large. For the best savings in Pennsylvania, visit the WOW Outlet near you.
Hi, I'm Charles Tan. Please join us on the Mandarin Chef Chinese Cooking Show, Tuesday at 8 p.m., Wednesday at 7:30 on Twin County Cable 4.
You're viewing Twin County Cable 4, your choice for community programming in the Lehigh Valley.
Okay, we're back at Stabler Arena. We'll go down courtside with Dan Marakovitz. He has somebody to talk to. Danny?
With me, former Liberty, Penn State, and Chicago Bear, Tommy Donchez. I know, Tommy, Matt Millen's probably wondering, what is a Liberty High grad doing at a Whitehall Easton game?
It's my birthday tonight, so it's a big night out. I've got 3 young boys out at home, and they're staying home, and I'm here tonight. In reality, I'm a real big Pete Lysicki fan, and I've liked Whitehall basketball for a long time. I like watching their style and like watching them play.
Well, you're certainly not alone when you say you're a Whitehall basketball fan, but it's appropriate that we have an ex-NFLer with us tonight based on the type of physical play we've seen here.
Yeah, this has been a tough game. It's a great rivalry. Whitehall's picked up the pace. They're pressing them and forcing things, and Easton seems to be the more physical team, but Whitehall's holding their own. It's a good game.
Any comment on the hit Kevin Fitzpatrick took while he was down in the head?
He got right back up. He's a tough kid.
Tommy Doncha says that could have been an NFL hit. Now let's go back up to the hit team, Gary and Bob.
Okay, we are back, and our loyal fans always here. Don't miss a game, no matter what. They are around these guys. We're ready to go. We're going to talk about Faust Construction, one of our sponsors.
I was just going to hit you. I thought
well,
just
all right.
ready for the second half.
Faust Construction, 4383 Hecktown Road in Bethlehem, has been a custom builder and a home renovator of Lehigh Valley homes since 1973. Presently, Faust Construction has various building lots available in Lower Nazareth Township. So call Jim Faust at 759-1595 for more information. And nice to have him along with us in District 11 basketball.
All right, out of the locker room they come. I'm sure they hit the weight bag and the punching bag, and they're ready.
Gary, I would be remiss if I did not mention Carl Heck. Somebody will tell him I mentioned his name because I got the letter from Aliquippa.
He gave us a lot of information about the West.
Yeah, what to look for out west this year in basketball. And a great story on a kid from Black Hawk High School being recruited by everybody.
Then it comes up short.
Shannick missed it. And a foul. We'll wait. Who did it?
Foul's on Lysicki, his third.
Yeah, okay. Gary,
it's a big call.
Gary, I just showed that story to Jimmy Hutnick. He's going to run out there tomorrow.
Oh.
Kid's a junior, though. Kid by name of Calabria.
Well, your daughter will be happy to hear that. Billman's in there to start things off. Billman, Bartlett, Fitzpatrick, Shennick, and Bennett.
And Stan Sutphin would like to get anybody to start things off after a 25% shooting performance. And that ball slapped away, saved, and comes back from Fetchko to Medina.
And it is Fetchko, Medina, Buskirk, Lysicki, and Mulchaney. Nothing changes for the White.
And there is Buskirk, number 10. In your living room again. Lysicki is 20. Mulchaney is 24. Fetchko 44, and of course Medina has a 54 punctured into his chest. Tony Medina, what a specimen. I'll tell you, look at that knee brace, that's enough to scare you.
I want to know who hit him hard enough to hurt him.
Yeah. Well, he is back from last year's injury and doing a heck of a job.
What might they have been like last year if he would have made the season?
Yeah. All right, Whitehall again, slowing things down, leading 22-15. Here's Medina, gets through the crowd. Shennick can't stop him. Lysicki puts it up over Shennick, not enough.
Look at Medina.
Gets it back, slams it off of Shennick's hand, and Jeffrey shaking that left hand a little bit as the basketball bounced off the hand and into the hands of Bennett.
I'm not sure how a game with such horrible shooting and scoring could be so entertaining, but it has been.
Well, you've had a couple of them today, Gary, and started off with the Salisbury-Saucon Valley game way back sometime this afternoon, or was it yesterday afternoon? I guess as the people are watching this game, it was yesterday afternoon.
Well, if people watched all our games yesterday and tonight, they need to see a doctor tomorrow. You're just not getting enough sleep.
And I know these games are going to be replayed. The championship games will.
Monday night at 6:30, the last two ball games, the championship AAA girls, and this one. And the AAA girls was a classic.
Oh, does not get the easy roll. Wow. Still no scoring.
I hope somebody made sure there is a basket there.
And Sunday night at 8 o'clock, we will reverse things. We'll come on first with the Allentown Central boys, and then just tune in for the other two. Mulchaney.
Oh, that has to be a foul, Bob.
Well, there's the foul.
This may be on
4.
Lisicky, and if it is, that's his fourth. But we're not taking sides here because we don't really care who wins. But that has to be a foul on Billman. Take a look at it. And if I have a whistle in my hand and in my mouth, there's a body foul.
Yes, it was.
Of course, they're letting them go, and maybe that wasn't hard enough.
Still no score in this quarter, am I correct?
Nobody has scored in a long time.
Well, we're almost to the 4-minute mark, and Lisicky cannot save the batted ball away from Shenik.
Ron has a tough decision. Can you keep Lisicky in there with 4 fouls? He has.
Well, in the wings is a guy by the name of Johnny Murtaugh, who has been schooled.
You know, it'd be different if Whitehall was doing some good things offensively. Then maybe you can sit Lisicky down, but they're not. He's one of their best offensive players.
And you know, Gary, when you think about injuries, a lot of times as Fitzpatrick goes to the hoop and scores, and that's his first basket since he sat down with his foul situation in the first half. Gary, sometimes you think about injuries being really something that will stop the team, but with Lisicky's injury, it gave another guy a chance to get in some very good play.
Lisicky hits a 3, and he's going to come out of the game.
All right. So as a result, when Lisicky comes out, getting off the bench, number 30 is?
30 for Whitehall.
Yeah. It looks like it's number 30, as Ronnie has an arm around somebody
a 30,
down
but
there.
They don't have a 30 on their roster.
Did they switch
so
numbers?
Maybe somebody changed the shirt. We'll check it out.
Is it Murtaugh? Well, uh-oh.
Technical foul on Medina.
That time the elbow got somebody on delayed reaction.
Foul is on Billman. The technical foul is on Medina. Let's take a look at it. This time they caught Tony red-handed, red elbows.
This was after the fact too, Gary. And here, right there, oh baby. So Jeff Shenik will go to the line. And these are the technical shots. And Jeffrey missed that one.
He is their best foul shooter. That's why he's there.
Gets the second. And Easton will get the ball at side court. Now, who is number 30? Is that Murtaugh? I do not know.
Well, they don't know it's a scorer's table either. Ed Beidelman passing the word along. We hope the PA announcer will make the announcement.
Well, they're looking for a name to go with the number. And they still have not come up with it, so we will check as soon as we can. Bennett with the basketball. 25-18 is the score.
Lisicky has sat down,
And Barnett has the ball retrieved by Shenik. Shenik shoots and doesn't get it. Over the top, Bennett, and he is fouled.
Foul's going to be called on 24. Greg Mochaney. Take a look at it. You'll see it. And I think Fitzpatrick is the recipient of another Medina shot here. Yeah.
Nearly. At the line. L.J. Bennett makes the foul shot. 25-19, so the Rovers can get back to within 5. He does. Well, I cannot tell by the look.
Well, we would think it would be Murtaugh. He normally wears 22.
Fetchko doesn't get it, and the ball tapped to Bennett. And the guy at the scorer's table did not announce the name.
No, I saw him trying to check. And
all right, we're
never
trying
made
to
the
find
announcement.
out. And again, the Red Rovers work it around. Now, Bennett's open 16-foot shot won't go, and a foul is going to be called in there.
Fetchko.
On Fetchko. His second.
Third team foul. Easton's only committed one. Jumper 17 feet away. Boy, they're not making anything, not even coming close. Fitzpatrick. Easton's coming back.
25, 22. Well, 1:56 remaining in the third quarter. Medina to the hoop. No shot.
Foul on the outside by Schenck.
He was fouled as he started to make his drive, and on Schenck, his first personal.
Easton foul, number 44, Jeff Schenck. That's his first. Team second.
And when we want a die-hard Whitehall fan, we just can't find one.
How about that?
Wow.
Hits the support. Goes to Easton.
So we remain at 25-22.
And they're not stalling, folks. They're trying to score. This quarter has been a 7-3 quarter, Easton.
As opposed to the second quarter that was what, 6-2 or something?
6-2 was
6-2.
the second quarter.
Here's Schenck down to Fitzpatrick. Walks it in. The Rovers are back, 25-24.
Ronnie hates to use timeouts, but he's probably one Easton bucket away from it.
Bouncer to Medina, stolen away. Bennett has the basketball. The Zephyrs' cool breeze has warmed, and they are in, as Gary Laubach always says, a big, big funk.
Yeah, they have lost their crispness in passing the basketball.
Crispness.
All right, we thank the people around us to help us. Mike Bowen, number 30, instead of 34, he normally wears 34, 6'2" senior.
And I have Michael's name down here.
Gives you an idea of how deep Whitehall usually goes. They don't sub very much.
And we have 30 seconds, and now Easton's going to play the Whitehall game. Just like they did in a previous game that was a championship game, as I recall.
Hey, a bucket here, and they're up by one.
Yes.
To Easton, that'll look like a huge lead.
Is this the East Penn Conference game all over? Again?
Well, in that one, Easton got so far ahead, they never looked back. Way off.
On the side, Billman shoots and scores. Easton leads 26-25 at the buzzer.
You believe it? Of all people, it's Billman.
We'll take time out, but don't go away.
Are credit card bills putting a squeeze on your budget?
I solved my plastic problem. Paid off all my credit card bills, put cash into my pocket with a home equity loan from the money store. And my interest is tax deductible.
Call the Money Store. 1-800-LOAN-YES. Turn your home improvement plans into reality. It's easy with an FHA Title I loan from the Money Store. Government insured and no equity is required. Call the Money Store. 1-800-LOAN-YES.
For over 39 years, the Harhart family has operated a one-stop service station for all your automotive needs, from repair and inspection to car washing. This fall and winter, let Harhart's fill your home fuel needs, too. Harhart's not only offers prompt service and competitive prices, but also 24-hour emergency service and computerized automatic delivery. For experience, courteous service, and expertise, call Harhart's Fuel Oil Service today.
Even as a kid, the Brass Rail was my favorite place to eat. It's nice to know the Brass Rail has the same good home-style cooking and reasonable prices I grew up with. And they've got a wide variety of beverages. We all have our favorite dishes. Our daughter's is the famous Phil's Original Steak Sandwich. And my son, I think he likes the spaghetti as much as I did when my dad used to bring me here.
The brass rail has been part of my family for years. Why not make it part of yours?
The Brass Rail with 2 convenient locations.
Okay, we're back here at Courtside as we look at the cheerleaders. And at the end of the third quarter, this score now is Easton 26-25, Whitehall. We'll go down to Dan Marakovitz.
This was 15 last week. With me, Jack Lisicki, father of Pete Lisicki of the Whitehall Zephyrs. Most people, Jack, are impressed with the poise and the maturity your son shows out there as a freshman.
Well, he's had a lot of practice playing against a lot of his brothers and some of the other guys from Whitehall, like Scotty Colwell and Glenn Nowak.
Right now, he's saddled with 4 personal fouls to start this fourth quarter. Should Coach Hassler go with him now or possibly sit him out a little while?
Well, I see he's in the game, so I guess he's going with him, and I hope he won't foul anymore.
Back up to Gary and Bob.
All right, talking to young Pete's dad. Of course, he only mentioned a couple of names of the past, Scott Coble and the rest of the gang.
A lot of tradition. Both these schools in basketball.
You get a chance to play with players like that, I guess you learn the game.
Oh, yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah. All right, so we're in the final 8 minutes. They go to Medina. He'll take the shot.
Great
and
defense.
Score.
Boy, Billman played the perfect defense, and he made it anyway.
27-26, and here we go on a seesaw.
It's been a very slow seesaw.
Yep.
The points just haven't come quickly enough. It's a boring seesaw.
Well, Easton was down 22-15, stormed back to take a 1-point lead, and now the Zephyrs take it back. 7 minutes to go in the game.
Not a boring game, however.
No, sir. Fitzpatrick lost it, shoveled away, picked up again by Mike Buskirk.
And Michael looks over to his coach. Ron Hassler sets up his offense.
Where's Dick Tracy when you need him? You want to go back to Bill Pollock's game this afternoon, Gary?
Oh, that was a masterful job.
Buskirk missed it, and Shannick rebounds.
If you missed it, Salisbury put the stall on without Antoine Hubbard. Beat Saucon Valley 41-37.
And it really wasn't a stall.
Game.
Really wasn't a stall, Gary. A lot of excitement. Great.
Well, it was exciting, but it was a stall. They certainly didn't shoot the ball, but it was exciting. Interesting. Good game.
Good ball handling. And the Red Rovers are circling the corral in around the lane area. It is Fitzpatrick, Bennett, and Shannick. Fitzpatrick gets the lob. Missed the shot. The tap by Bennett goes. One of the foul, didn't get it. Easton 28-27.
The Easton fans are all on the other side. When they score, a huge cheer. Whitehall fans are on this side. When they score another huge cheer.
Buskirk back inside to Medina, back outside to Mulchaney. Lisicki from the corner. A 3 is buried.
Bobby knew it the minute he let go. He was running the other way.
His 3rd in the ball game. 4th for the Zephyrs. Terry Bartlett, the only 3 for the Red Rovers. Here comes Shannick and runs over Medina. Foul is on Shannick. Is that tit for tat, or what do you call that, Gary?
Well, I call it good defense. He got in position.
Yeah.
Whatever happened after that was meaningless. Watch it. This is a good call because Medina is there. He is right there. Oh, I tell you, he paid the price, though.
Yeah, no doubt about it. He put a dent in the brown down there where it says Lehigh. He rearranged the configuration of the G. 30-28. Well, there's no harm there as Bartlett does some acting.
Bartlett's looking as if he wanted the foul.
Lisicki again. Not quite that time.
What a play. What a play. It's going to be Whitehall ball.
He did. He tapped it back off of one of the Red Rovers.
Pete Lisicki with a great play. 5 minutes. Maybe.
Well, in the championship for the girls 3A, Central Catholic went overtime to win that one. We may get one back-to-back here.
Great play by Mulchaney. He couldn't finish it.
And it is nice to see Kathy Benikoff staying around for this exciting boys basketball
Yeah, she
game.
usually gets a little snooty about this time and doesn't watch the rest of the boys' games, but even this one has held her interest.
To Shannon. Behind the backboard, little tough angle for Jeff on that one. Medina has the basketball. We're approaching the 4-minute mark.
Bob, we've done 8 of these in the last 2 nights.
Yep.
And even I am a little nervous and jittery about what's going on down there. This has been exciting.
Oh, it's been good basketball. Foul on Bennett.
That's the 4th team foul against Easton. Both teams now on the next foul will have the other team in at least a 1-and-1. Easton wants a timeout.
And we'll take timeout for this important lesson.
Now is the ideal time for planting those trees and shrubs you've been wanting. At the Palmer Nursery, Sam Rosalino and his family will be happy to give you their personal attention for all your landscaping needs. Palmer Nursery specializes in distinctive landscaping and hydro-seeded lawns for both commercial and residential properties. Call the Palmer Nursery and let Sam give you a free estimate, or stop by at the corner of Nazareth and Newburgh Roads in Palmer.
Stop by, I'll take a good care of you.
We're here today to talk to the transmission specialists at Allentown Transmissions.
Hi, I'm Bob Seifert. If you're having trouble with your transmission, then it's time to stop by Allentown Transmissions. We don't have gimmicky low prices or the high overhead of a franchise shop, but we do offer nationwide warranties, fair prices, and honest transmission repairs done by professionals with over 30 years combined experience.
Allentown Transmissions, Union Boulevard.
Hartzell's Pharmacy and Home Health Care Center is more than just a drugstore, providing over 1,200 different brands of convalescent aids for you to rent or buy. We have a professional staff, including registered nurses, a respiratory therapist, and professional fitters. In our pharmacy department, we offer not only the compounding, but consultation on your prescriptions. We try to deliver the type of service that we would expect to receive. By keeping costs down and our compassion level high, we'll take care of billing either through Medicare or your private insurance. Hartzell's Pharmacy and Home Health Care Center, 2nd and Church Streets, Catasauqua.
Looking for the finest and choice seafood, prime steaks, and weekend specialty prime rib? Then look no further than the Dockside Inn, Howardtown Road in North Catasauqua. With over 30 years experience, owners George and Athea have created a restaurant which features quality lunches for as low as $2.50 and dinners starting at $6.50. Enjoy your favorite cocktails in the relaxed atmosphere of the Dockside Inn. Banquet facilities are available and reservations are accepted. So pull into port and drop anchor at the Dockside Inn or in Howardtown Road in North Catasauqua. Okay, we're going to listen to Stan Sutphin.
You're still not going to go man, all right? You're going to match up. You're going to take care of things individually, but not staying strictly man. You got me? If they start to really hold it, and I give you this, then you go man, and you know what we do. Let the guy in the middle have the ball, drive down. You got to start jumping. Let's go, y'all. Let's go.
Stan with a good, solid timeout. He went over a lot of things. He's talking about forcing his ball club to go man-to-man if he needs to have them do it. And the reason that's important, Bob, is it means Stan doesn't have to call another timeout. He can save them for crunch time. Although in this game, crunch time started about an hour and a half ago.
All right, 3:55. The clock is running. Whitehall leads 30-28. Westkirk wide open. Goodbye. Three-pointer for Michael. Second of the game. 5 for the Whitehall Zephyr.
The cheer on this side sounds like a wave. It just starts at the bottom and works its way right up to us.
And Bartlett tries to answer back, cannot, and Petco has the ball. And
watch the air. You can almost see the air coming out.
Yeah, I was going to say you're going to watch at least another 30 to 45 seconds go by.
There will be in no hurry to score this time.
Gary Laubach always says, Whitehall is in the driver's seat. Medina turns it over, takes that little stutter step at the foul line. That's not what Ron Hassler wanted with a 5-point lead.
That is a large turnover.
Yes, it is. 3 minutes left. Oh, what a turnover there. Buskirk to the hoop. Forget it.
That is a larger turnover. May have been his hand. Lost control.
Whitehall to Billman. And a foul on Medina. His third. Well, the board says second.
I have him for 2.
Okay. I don't want to get into
I have
an
him
argument.
for 2 in the book.
Yeah, okay.
Bob, 1 was a technical. That's not a personal foul.
All right, that's it. At the line, Terrence Fitzpatrick has not had a chance to dunk the ball yet tonight. The game is not over, however. And Terry will do his dunking right now from the foul line. Does not get it. Medina has it. Did you see Bennett pull away there? Coming over
Smart
the top.
move.
Yeah.
Who wants to see a plastic surgeon?
35-29.
Boy, there's a foul.
He is pushed by Billman.
Third on Terrence. 1 and 1. At the line, Lesicky. Lesicky, 72%.
For the final time in District 11 competition this year, I'm going to say it. Here's where they make hay while the sun is shining. And again, Mr. Beidelman gave us all the update on the shooting percentages, and they are way up there from the foul line.
Some people obviously have seen Whitehall before. They're starting to go home. 2:19 on the clock. Whitehall with a 7-point lead. I guess they feel it's secure.
They really think they're turning the lights out here at Stabler. Pete again. 3 for 3 for Pete from the line. 37-29, and that lead is creeping away from the Easton High Red Rovers. Janet way outside, doesn't get the shot. Who would believe Jeff Janet? The basket will count. And I was going to say, who would believe that Jeff Janik has a night where he only has 3 points with 2:04 left in the game. Gary Spengler with a foul call.
Here's a big play. Fetchko commits the foul after the bucket is good. This could be a 4-point play. Get the Rovers back to within 4. What a big play this can be.
Well, I mentioned Jeff has 3 points. He would like to add 2 more. Gets the first one. There's Milo Stewart, the dean here.
How did Danny miss him in his interviews?
Jeffrey Shennick. Again, a lot of folks watching this ball game want Jeffrey to stay here in the Valley to continue playing college ball. Let's see what happens down the line.
People like John Leone and
3 on 2.
Jim Hutnick.
Lesicky.
He's only a freshman, but he plays like a senior.
Well, he came down his lane, Gary. Got the bounce pass. Same motion up off the glass.
He has 16.
Bartlett trying to answer. Comes up short. There's Medina with the ball. Tony a little quiet that time. Over to Fetchko. And that will go.
It went anyway.
It went anyway as much. Fitzpatrick tried to reject it. Rolled off his finger right through the rim, and it's all over.
That got the people off their seats. Even Paul Plattenberg's leaving. He loves the game.
Gary, that was a different kind of dunk for Fitzpatrick, wasn't it?
Yeah. Take a look. We don't often see goaltending, but this is it right here.
Oh, my. 1:14 left.
People want to go home and watch it on TV.
And with our long schedule today, that's a possibility.
Fouls on Bartlett.
My watch at real time says 10:38. All right, we're going to tell you about the Westgate Mall, and again, they've been with us for the playoffs. Come on out to the mall and shop your favorite community stores. The kids are around. The Easter Bunny is there as of Sunday, and you can have pictures taken daily from 11 to 2 and 5 to 8. There's a new car and truck show out there taking place, and it's sponsored by Bethlehem Suburban Ford. March 16th and 17th, a baseball card show, a great one, all this and more at your favorite shopping place, the Westgate Mall, Shanersville Road in Bethlehem. So stop on by, have lots of fun over there, over the weekends especially. Michael Buskirk at the line, adding to the Zephyr total. It is 43-33. Guys are finally getting out of here. Bennett doesn't make it.
Well, they didn't have to stay, but they enjoyed this one.
Yep, did not want to lose. And Bowen is back in the game. Michael Bowen, number 30. Fetchko with it. Buskirk with it. And the ball thrown outside court. 45 seconds left.
Bob, this will be Whitehall's 6th district championship. Ronnie Hassler has 3 of them. Dick Tracy has 3 of them.
And while I'm at it, I want to thank the coach for helping out in our playoffs. And yes, we will see him in inter-district somewhere along the way. Gary and I, if the plans don't change, will be in Rabazonia on Monday night.
I don't know if my wife will let me go there.
No.
That isn't.
Come on, that's my country, Dutch country.
Medina's going to sit down and watch the rest of this.
Stay right there. A little bit of a limp. Fitzpatrick. And Stanley will more or less let the time run out. And Buskirk with the ball. And he is fouled.
All right, we don't want any problems. Now, this ball game is over.
Foul, the intentional foul situation. And Michael is only 6 for 6, I think, tonight. Did I miss one? He's perfect.
Michael's 7 for 7 now.
7 for 7.
The only one you missed is the one he just made.
All right, I'm quickly ahead of myself.
Bowen sits down. Boy, they all get a well-deserved hand, and you'll hear a huge hand for Buskirk because he's coming out too. This is an intentional foul, so Whitehall's going to get the ball back.
And he is 8 for 8. 2 3-pointers, 2 2-pointers. Not a bad night's work.
I don't know what it is about the East Bend Conference Championship. Whitehall can't seem to win that, but they don't seem to have any problems winning the district title.
And Gary, I assume you were going to try and get to talk to Ronald tonight.
I think I will run down there. There it is.
And the game is over. And the Whitehall Zephyrs repeat. Don't worry about what you read in the District 11 book. That score was wrong. I'm not going to tell you who they blame for that. But the Zephyrs won it in last year over Easton and come back to do it again by 10, 45-35 to win the District 11 4A championship. So Gary, before I get to your final word again, hope you enjoyed our ball game before we get down courtside. Salisbury continues in the race, defeating Saucon Valley. The Notre Dame girls, a gallant effort this afternoon, losing by 2, losing the 2A girls the A championship to West Hazleton. And tonight in the consolation game, the Allen Canaries advance. They'll play at least one more game in inter-district play. And of course, before our game here tonight, the 3A Girls Championship, a great job again tonight by the Allentown Central Catholic Vikings. They win the championship. And now another champion crowned, the Whitehall Zephyrs. Gary?
All right, Bob, the scoring in tonight's ball game. Bartlett had 3. This is Easton. Billman with 2, Bennett with 10, Fitzpatrick 15, and Shenick with 5. Easton's 35 points on 13 field goals, 1 3-pointer, 8 for 10 from the foul line. They are now 21-7. They will play the District 4 champion Williamsport And I'll tell you, Pete White and Stan Suppen are best of friends as you look at the Easton team being crowned with a silver medal. The Whitehall basketball team will play either Reading, Harrisburg, Steelton, or James Buchanan, the number 4 team out of District 3. I doubt very much if that's going to be Reading or Harrisburg. Their scoring went like this. Busker 18 tonight, Lisicki 16, 2 for Fetchko, 9 for Medina. Don't discount the play of Mulchaney and Bowen. They both played great basketball. They just are not counted on to score. Whitehall 23 and 5, 13 field goals, 5 of them three-pointers, 14 for 17 from the foul line. As Ron Hassler goes down the line, the Whitehall players, Mike Buskirk, Joe Jargis, Jeff Klock, Pete Lisicki, John Murtaugh, Greg Mulchaney, Matt Hess, Mike Bowen, Jamie Bretz, Joe Botcherer, Mike Fetchko, Steve Jones, Josh Seacock, Tony Medina. For the Rovers, Terry Bartlett, Terrence Millman, Chris Johnson, L.J. Bennett, Robbie Yamato, Robert Apgar, Terrence Fitzpatrick, Brian Pearson, Ray Thompson, Brian Ordway, and Jeff Shenick.
Are you all right, Gary? Gary, I know you're going to go down there, and again, Ronnie Hassler, as we watch the presentation of the medals, and we'll watch the trophy. We always talk about trifectas and so on. Now, Ronnie misses out on the East Penn Conference title again, but he gets a great daily double. He has a new young baby girl, and that was a big story heading towards this game tonight. Came back, and of course, the Zephyrs win the District 11 championship, and now Ronnie puts the medals on the kids. A great feeling, shakes the hands of Fetchko. And I tell you, he's going right down the line. Mike Buskirk, the little general, I guess we'll call him. And Tony Medina. And don't squeeze the coach too hard, Tony. You might squeeze all the air out of him. And there's the medal on big Tony Medina. And the hope is, of course, that he stays in the Valley somewhere to play basketball. And there is what it's all about. The District 11 trophy hoisted high by the Whitehall Zephyrs. And we are going to take a break, and we're going to get down courtside and talk to Coach Ron Hassler. Stay with us.
Going on at Stabler Arena about this ball game. One of the stars of tonight's game, obviously, Michael Buskirk, 18 points, a perfect 8 out of 8 from the foul line. Mike, your team really seemed to want this ball game. How much was there a revenge factor from the East Penn Conference Championship game?
100%. We felt very disgusted and disappointed after our East Penn loss. You know, losing to 14, they rubbed it in our face, kind of. And we were totally out. We're out for blood, and we played a hell of a game.
It seemed like the game plan tonight was a little bit different than the game plan in the East Penn Conference Championship. What kinds of things did you do differently in preparing for this one?
Well, mainly, they pushed us out to half court in the East Penn game, and he really switched things around, and we started cutting through people, you know, and they ended up following us through, and it worked to perfection.
Your ball club seems to play with so much confidence. Do you ever personally, since you're really the leader out there on the floor in terms of handling the ball, you ever personally get the feeling you're going to lose a basketball game? You just seem to go out every night and seem like there's just nobody can beat this team.
Well, that's a feeling that Coach puts into us, and everybody on the team has confidence. We all believe in each other. You know, we all know that we can hit the jump shot when we have to. Pass the ball. We're a very unselfish team, and that it shows.
It does appear now that you're going to play on Tuesday night at Liberty against the Steelton basketball team. So obviously you're going to take on some tough competition right away, but I think that's what this team likes.
Yeah, sure. We like the slow down game, and then Philadelphia teams like to run, so it should be good.
You seem to really like to mix it up tonight. It was really a rough physical ball game out there.
Yeah, it was. Tony, especially underneath, you know, he has 2 big guys to take care of. Fetch did a heck of a job, you know, too.
In watching him play all year, I imagine you're kind of happy that you wear the same color uniform.
That's for sure. I told him if we go college basketball, you know, I want him to go to the same team. No, I'm on.
Certainly not the same conference. I don't think you want to go in there and bang heads with him in the paint.
That's for sure.
All right, Michael, thank you very much. We'll see you on Tuesday night. Great effort. You deserved it tonight, boy. Let's get Tony Medina in here. I'll tell you, I'm going to stay away from the guy. Don't hit me with anything. I'll tell you, it was rough and tough in there. It was like a mugging in Central Park.
Yeah, I knew I would get called once. I don't know how you got called.
Well, we said you only had 2 personals called on you, and about 9 that weren't.
Yeah, but I usually always get away. Everybody tells me I get away with murder, and fans, you know, they they want me to get, I guess, called for them. And
was it ugly in there? Was there a lot of talking, a lot of jawing, a lot of throwing of elbows?
Well, I think it was just revenge of last time. It was all building up inside of all of us, and we came out here for revenge, and we got what we wanted. So it wasn't really that much like back and forth, but then after the elbow started going, then talking started.
You know, with your offensive ability, one would think that the offense would really be centered around you, but it really isn't. It's an offense that just goes to the people who are open at the moment.
We have a lot of key shooters, and Pete helped us really a lot this year, and we don't care who scores. We get like everybody into the game. It's not really one person, and I don't mind. You know, I like the pressure off of me. I like it on me. It doesn't really matter. We just all look for the open person, and whoever scores, we're unselfish. We don't mind who.
You know, as physical a game as you play, I have to imagine there's absolutely no concern for that bad knee of yours. It really has had no effect on you this year at all.
Not really. I worked out a lot this summer with therapy for about maybe 3 months over the summer, and then I started towards the end of the summer just getting back in easy, and then after that, Coach Sarner been helping me in the beginning of the basketball season, and after that, it's came along pretty.
You know, to me, you are the toughest big man in this league by far. You're the quickest. I think you're the strongest, the most physical. Who's the toughest guy you play against?
I think, well, in the beginning, well, now it has to be Fitzpatrick, definitely. Maybe Wayne Thomas. He's going to be really good when he gets older. And I think
you managed to step on both those guys the last 2 games, so I guess you made your point.
Maybe, but Fitzpatrick, I would say, is the toughest out of all of them.
How sweet is this victory for you tonight after that East Penn Conference loss to come back here and knowing last year that you couldn't be a part of this ball club because of the injury? You personally, I think, have to take some real gratification about what happened here.
Yeah, well, we knew after we lost we'd have to regroup, and we were all just disappointed, and we all believe in ourselves, so we came back and we knew we could do it, and it was a hard practices. We have to give credit to the scrimmage teams that we scrimmage at practice. They helped us a lot. They came out and they did everything we could ask from them, and they helped us a lot, and that's why we won. We came out more like confident, I guess, tonight than we did in the East Penn Conference Championship.
Not too bad to bring a freshman into the lineup like Pete Lisicki either. He really knows how to put that ball in the basket.
I don't even consider him a freshman. I think he's playing junior, senior, and he's gonna be incredible when he gets older.
Fetchko, Mulchaney, Bowen, the guys off the bench, Zoke, those guys certainly just simply come out and they get the job done almost every single night.
Well, Fetchko, he's a good friend, and I think he's out there for the dirty work. He does all the dirty work. He doesn't score that much, but we know he's out there doing the dirty work and in boards and just setting screens on people, getting the offense threats into the game.
Well, there's a little more dirty work to be done. You go inter-districts Tuesday night against Steelton, we now know, at Liberty. So enjoy the gold medal, and I know you'll be back and ready to go to work on Monday.
Thanks a lot, and I appreciate this one, and go in and have fun with the guys.
Well, you know, you keep us working by doing this. We'll see you Tuesday night. Go get them. Tony Medina. And now we'd like to get the coach over here, although the coach at the moment is talking to people on the radio, and I don't know. Bob Garris, you want to jump in here with me? We'll talk a little bit together before we get Ron Hassler over here. Ron's going to come over here right now. All right. Coach, you become a media star when you have these kind of victories. Yeah. Before we talk about tonight's win, let's reflect back on the beginning of the season. You came in here with a team that was picked to finish, somewhere around the middle of the pack in the East Penn Conference, about as high as 4th place. Why didn't you finish 4th place?
I think it was a culmination of a few things. We met last season after the season was over, when we were starting summer leagues and that sort of thing, and I said, you aren't going to be rated very high. We lost 4 starters, and I said, most people are going to pick you to end up in the middle of the league, and I said, that's sort of an insult to me. I said, I know what you have done. A lot of you haven't gotten playing time, but you practiced against a real good team last year, and I said, our summer is going to be real important. So we were in 3 summer leagues. Some of them were in 4. Plus they went to camps, and they worked real hard all summer. So that started it. And the other key situation was how effective Tony was going to be coming off the injury, and he worked real hard, the hardest of his life, and he's really made the season come together.
I think that's been the biggest shock.
Yeah, and the other shock might be Pete Lisicki.
Yeah, not too bad to have a freshman step on the floor. Let's look at Medina first. I don't think anybody expected Medina to come out and play the way he has. To me personally, I never thought Medina had that kind of quickness. I don't know where it all came from. He's got one of the greatest first steps I've ever seen in this league.
Yeah, we're not a super quick team, and that's where we run into trouble against those quick teams. Got to use sort of deception sometimes to beat them, but it's unfortunate he has to play the post, because when I want someone to go baseline or penetrate from a guard position at practice, every once in a while he sneaks out there, and he's the one that does it, and we just can't. Then we don't have anybody inside, which doesn't help. So
I assume you're not practicing with this team. I wouldn't think you want to go in the paint there with Medina.
I've learned that I think I learned that the first year when I took an offensive foul on Dennis Love, and that was it. I figured I'll stay on the outside and, you know, watch.
All right, let's go to Pete Lisicki. Very often a team won't allow a freshman to step in, and they just won't allow him to become a star on a basketball team. Lisicki stepped on the floor the first night. We had that ball game with Easton. He didn't look all that impressive to me that night. From the next game on, he looked super.
Yeah, he looked like a space filler, and I think he felt like one that night. Mike Buzzkirk's been a big key there. He's been through it all already last year, and he's such a settling factor out there. I think he makes it easy for someone else to step in. Tony's the other key because he also started as a freshman, starting midway through the season, and I don't think he was as well accepted at times, and he went through some struggling. So I think he knows what it's like to be there. The other factor, I just think Pete's determination. He didn't get an honorable mention vote at all in the league All-Stars, and
well, that's going to change.
You know, if that's it won't change now, but
change in the years to come.
You know, if that's what are people going to overlook him, that's fine with me.
All right, let's go through the season. You go 17-1, and then you come down to that all-elusive East Penn Conference trophy. It just seems to stay away from you. It runs away from you. Your ball club probably suffered the worst defeat I can remember a Ron Hassler team suffering.
Well, yeah, it probably was point-wise. As far as being elusive, it just seems that, you know, in the past we've had some years where we had good ball clubs, but unfortunately Central had some McCaffreys the same year. We also had a couple years where we had key injuries, including this year where Pete had his finger bandaged up. He was so happy the following week to get that finger untaped. And he had some nice shots over at Liberty and just couldn't hit them because he didn't feel comfortable. So I think he proved the last two games with Allen and Easton that once that hand's untaped, he can do some damage.
Let's look at tonight's ball game. You come in here against a team that obviously beat you rather soundly in the East Penn Conference Championship. I assume in the last week you've made some adjustments in coming in and approaching this game tonight against Easton.
Well, we made some mental adjustments, I think, too. The other thing with the tournament is we always try, maybe we shouldn't push that hard to do the best as we can over the long run, but I just feel that's the way to do it. I can't just sit back and relax a little bit. So maybe it's the point where we need a week's rest once the league's over also. I think the tournaments I like the tournament. I don't know if I agree with it being the sole factor of a champion for the whole season. The only thing if the people who set up the tournament would be a little bit more sensitive to the players, I think. There's some years you get the championship where you play semifinal on Thursday, and then they're supposed to play the most important game of the whole season the following night with no preparation. I sort of think that's a kick in the mouth to the kids. It's like saying, hey, we just need you here the following night to gain money or something like that, and not even let you prepare or rest before you play the biggest game of your life.
Was it the fact that you had some time to prepare tonight for Easton that perhaps got you the win? Did you make some changes that you didn't have time to make in the East Penn Conference?
Well, for us, the way we play basketball, and I think with our size this year, preparation is really important, and it does hurt us. That week, we never get a chance to really prepare, for the way we like. We like a two-game preparation, so maybe I have to make some adjustments on my coaching style for that.
I guess you'll have to adjust quickly because you're going Tuesday night against Steelton.
Yeah, but we get that day off. They get a chance to rest, which is important. It's something I've been learning more and more every year as I coach. After the big game, I always came out the next day psyched up, and I wanted the most out of them, and I went home feeling miserable because they just don't have it to give to you. So
I guess the question that's really on everybody's mind, though, is how's the baby?
Oh, that's... She's great. My wife's real happy, and my daughter's happy, too. Everything's going great.
I think that's the key to winning. Paulik brings a granddaughter, and you bring a baby in, and you guys just keep winning.
Yeah, it certainly hasn't hurt.
Well, you've got 3 district championships now. You've tied Dick Tracy, and 3-3, and boy, I don't know where it's all going to stop. Oh, you have 4? Oh, okay, 3 for you. And
between Dick's years and our years, we've really had some good showings here, and we're proud of that.
I have often felt that you don't get the notoriety you deserve, but boy, that has to stop. I know if there's anybody that's the most valuable coach in this league, it has to be you, and we congratulate you on another great effort. This team just plays great basketball, I think with limited talent, in all honesty, and that usually comes down to the coach doing the job.
Yeah, I think maybe notorious is more what I'm getting now, but I don't really want the attention. I'm not looking to go on to the college level or anything like that in my life right now. So, maybe I'm not pushing for it. I just want to stay in the background,
We'll stay in the Valley and go get Steelton on Tuesday night.
Okay.
Congratulations, another great win. We'll see you Tuesday. We'll have the ball game on TV. Okay, Ron Hassler, the winning coach, and this will wrap up the end of a very long day. As always, we sign off this time after doing 5 ball games. Bob, we set a brand new record. We've never done 5 games in one day, and we had 5 on 4. Rick Keogh has been the guy that kind of puts everything together, organizes everybody. Scott Spielman has been one of our directors. Mike Trombetta has been our other director. Kathy on graphics, all the gang. Cindy, and I'm going to forget somebody now, so I'm going to count on you. Earl is there. Faith is there. Rich Patricia is there. Alicia is there. Well, Mike I mentioned is one of our director, and Jill is there. And they've been here now for 8 ball games in probably the last 24 hours, I guess we've put it all together. And it's a super day, and the games were so great, I'm not even tired, to be honest.
You've told me that story before, and before you continue talking for another 10 minutes, the only reason I'm staying around is you're taking me home tonight, so that's about it. All right, I know everybody enjoyed it. We want to get to bed. We want to get out of here, and we'll only start our 3rd season.
Monday night.
Monday night, and so we will be on the air sometime Monday night. We'll let you know when. With Central Catholic Vikings boys basketball.
And Tuesday we'll be at Liberty.
Tuesday at Liberty with Whitehall. So that's our schedule for 2 games. I'm Bob Garris for Cable 4 and all the crazy people here. Hope you enjoyed our basketball. We'll see you next time on Cable 4 Sports.